Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our lesson number 8 of this communication course, the short course we are running. Now, before we begin, like all our lessons, we acknowledge first the traditional owners of Australia, the First Nation people, and pay our respect to the elders, past and present. Welcome again, everyone. I will invite Ashmita to read today's agenda first for everyone. Please, Ashmita, do you mind just reading, please?
Okay, ma'am. Agenda. Welcome. Reading lesson agenda. Reading chapter 5 and 6 of The Little Prince. Reading comprehension. Multiple choice questions. What is a metaphor? Who was Socrates? Who was
Socrates.
Socrates?
Yeah.
Socrates.
Hmm.
Socratic questions.
Mm-hmm.
What is an infographic?
Good.
Drawing task. Create an infographic.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ashmita. So, can you just say after me multiple choice questions? This one, the third one. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice questions.
So, we will have some multiple choice questions like we always do. And then we will talk about what is a metaphor. Then we will talk about who was Socrates. We are talking about Socratic questions almost during every lesson. So today we will explore, we will find out where did this come from. Okay, so thank you again, Ashmita, for reading our agenda. Before we do anything else, we will just have a quick read of The Little Prince. And today we are reading chapter 5 and 6. So next, I'm going to invite Debjani Banerjee. Debjani, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you mind reading the first page of chapter 5, please? Thank you,
Yes,
Debjani.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Every day I learned something on the planet. On departure, on the journey, it came very gently at the change of the reflection. Thus, on the third day, I know the drama of the bubbles.
Baobabs.
Bubbles.
Okay, we'll
Bubbles.
stop here. Debjani, I will read once and you just see how I read it. You read it very well. So every day I learn something on the planet, comma means short pause. Every day I learned something on the planet, on departure, on the journey. It came very gently at the chance of reflections. Thus, on the third day, I knew the drama of the baobabs. Okay, one more time, Debjani. Same paragraph. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. This time
No, I would
again,
like you to read the first paragraph, please.
okay, ma'am. Every day I learned something on the planet, on departure, on the journey. It come very gently at the change of reflections. Thus, on the third day, I I know the drama of the bubbles.
Baobabs. Baobabs. That's a, yeah,
Bubbles.
baobabs. Thank you, Debjani. That was fantastic. And
Welcome, ma'am.
here it says, on the third day, I knew. Okay, no, that's the past tense of knew, no. আমি জানতে পারলাম, আমি জানতে পারলাম in the past tense, okay? I knew the drama of the baobabs. On the third day, the author, the narrator, learned about the drama of the baobabs. Thank you, Debjani. That was fantastic. Now I'm going to invite Indronil. Indranil, do you mind reading the next one, please? This time
Yes, ma'am.
again.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, same line or
No, the next para.
next line?
Next. This time again.
This time again, it was thanks to the ship, for suddenly the little prince interrogated me as if caught in a serious doubt. It is true, is it not, that ships eat the sharks? Yes, that is true. Oh, I am happy. I didn't understand why it was so important that the sheep eat the sharks, but the little prince added, so they also eat the baobabs. I remarked to the little prince that baobab trees are not shrubs, but trees as large as churches, and that even if they carried with them a whole herd of elephants, this flock would not be able to overcome a single baobab. The idea of the herd of elephants made the little prince laugh. We
Thank
should
you.
put them on top of each other. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Indranil. That was such a good reading. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. So, what is so funny? The little prince wanted to know. The little prince interrogated me. That's a quite difficult word. What is the meaning of interrogation?
Interrogation means cross examination.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Interrogated means. And who does interrogation?
The little prince.
Okay, Tuhi, thank you. The little prince interrogated the narrator. That's right. Thank you, Tuhi. Okay. Once again, congratulations, Tuhi, for.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll talk about it in a minute after we finish the reading. Okay,
Okay,
I'm
ma'am.
going to invite now. I will invite Shahintaj. Shahintaj, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you mind reading this page, please?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Do you want me to read it first and then you will repeat? Would you like that? Or you can manage. Okay. I remarked to the little prince that the baobab trees are not shrubs, but trees as large as churches, and that even if they carried with them a whole herd of elephants, this flock would not be able to overcome a single baobab. The idea of the herd of elephants made the little prince laugh. We should put them on top of each other. It seems that this is repetition, but that's fine. Look at the elephants, they're on top of each other. And that made the prince laugh. Okay, Shahintaj, your turn now.
I remarked to the little prince that the baobab trees are not shrubs, but trees as large as churches, and that even if they carried with them a whole herd of elephants, this flock would not be able to overcome a single baobab. Idea of the herd of elephants made the little prince laugh. We should put them on top of each other.
Oh, very good reading, Shahintaj. Well done.
Thank
Excellent
you.
reading. Thank you. So, what is a shrub? What is a shrub? Here it says the baobab trees are not shrubs. So, what is the difference between a tree and the shrubs? Who can tell us?
Shrub means, ma'am, bush.
Bush, okay.
BUSH.
Okay. Anyone else? That's good. I'm not saying that you're wrong, Indranil. You're absolutely.
Dad.
Huh?
That means ঝোপঝাড়.
ঝোপঝাড়, তাই তো, একদম তাই, এক্কেবারে তাই। বুশ, ঝোপঝাড় সবই এক মানে, তাই না? তাহলে গাছের সাথে ঝোপঝাড়, বুশের সাথে কি ডিফারেন্স? হু ক্যান টেল আস?
Sizes,
তুই?
sizes
হ্যাঁ,
difference. Sizes difference.
সাইজ ইজ ডিফারেন্ট, ইয়েস। উইচ ওয়ান
Trees
ইজ?
large হয়
হুম,
আর shrubs short হয়.
okay, the bush will be shorter than the trees, yes,
Yes.
that's a good.
We have long size, but
That
Jhopjari
very small.
That's true. That's absolutely right. Because the tree has very large trunks. But as Adrita, huh? Thank you. So you know the difference between the tree and the bush. Now I'm going to invite Shomrat. Shomrat, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are going to read the first five lines. Okay, I'm going to read it once, Shomrat, and then I'll let you read. Okay, it begins like this. But he remarked wisely, the baobabs, before growing, it starts off being small. That's right. But why do you want your sheep to eat the little baobabs? He replied, well, come on, as it was obvious, and it took me a great effort of intelligence to understand to myself this problem. Okay, Shamrat, it's your turn to read now.
But he remarked wisely
Wisely.
the bubbles,
Wisely.
wisely
Hmm.
the bubbles before go- growing,
Hmm.
growing, its state of being small.
Hmm.
That's right. But why do you want your sheep to eat the little baobab?
Mm-hmm.
He replied, will come on, as it was obvious, and it took me a great effort of intelligence to understand to myself this problem.
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 Well done, Shamrat. That was good reading. So, thank you, Shamrat. So, what it is saying, it's obvious, and it took me a great effort of intelligence to understand to myself this problem. So, the narrator is saying, first of all, he was a bit confused that why would he want the little baobabs to be eaten by the sheep? Shamrat, did you get a chance to read this before coming? পড়েছিলে?
হ্যাঁ
Shamrat?
ম্যাম একবার করেছিলাম
হ্যাঁ, always. যখনই আমি পাঠাবো না, try to read. You have done well. You read it very well.
ওকে ম্যাম
তো যখনই আমি রিডিং ম্যাটেরিয়াল পাঠাবো, this applies to everyone. Please read because এটা একটা লেয়ারে story নয়. It has very, I mean, a lot of a deeper meaning. হ্যাঁ, প্রত্যেকটা চ্যাপ্টারের অনেক deeper meaning আছে. Not only what is on the surface. Like on the surface, we see that there is the little prince has many questions and the narrator is struggling to understand what he is trying to say, but that is the surface level. But deeper level, there are some philosophical questions there, and that's what we have to understand. Okay, so thank you, Shomrat. Now I'm going to ask Shayon, will you be able to read? I know you're traveling. Will you be able to read, Shayan? Yes or no? If no, that's okay. We will move on. Shayan, are you okay to read? Okay. You're very quiet. Can you make yourself a bit louder, Shayan? And you will begin from, and indeed, on the planet of the little prince, there was, as on all planets, good grasses and weeds. You're beginning from this sentence. Okay, Shayan?
Okay.
Go ahead.
On the planet of the little prince, there was, as on all the planets, good grasses and weeds. Therefore, good seeds of good weeds and bad seeds of weeds. But the seeds are invisible. They sleep in the secret of the earth
Secret.
until
In the secret?
in the secret of the earth until it takes fancy for one of them to wake up. Then she stretched herself and at first saw it
Shoved
tim-
timidly.
timidly toward the sun, ravishing,
Ravishing.
ravishing a little harmless little twig. If it is a twig of radish or root bush,
Rose bush.
you can let it grow as it wants. But if it is a bad plant, it is necessary to tear the plant immediately as soon as it is known to recognize it. Now there were trivial seeds on
Terrible
terrible
seeds.
terrible seeds on the planet of the little prince. These were the seeds of bulbous. The soil of the planet was infested. Now a bulb, if
Baobab.
one takes a bulb, if one takes it too late, one can never get rid of it anymore. I encumbers the whole planet. He perforing her with his roots. And if the planet is too small, and if the bulbs are too numerous,
Numerous.
they make a crust.
They make it burst. Oh my goodness. Say it again. And if the planet is too small, and if the baobabs are too numerous, they make it burst. Arekbar Shayan, last line, please.
And if the planet is too small, and if the bulbs are too numerous, they make it burst.
Okay, so what do you think, Shayan? Is the Little Prince planet small? Is it small or is it large?
Small.
Small, that's right. And the worry is, it's a real concern if the baobabs are too numerous. Numerous mane ki? Numerous mane হচ্ছে অনেক.
প্রচুর সংখ্যায় প্রচুর
অনেক.
If they have numerous baobabs, what's going to happen, Shayan? What will happen to the planet? It is going to... Shayan, what will happen to the planet if there are too many baobab trees? What will happen? It will burst.
অনেকগুলো
কি হবে? Burst করবে. প্ল্যানেটটা burst করবে. Explode করে যাবে. So you can imagine baobabs are they can be very destructive. They can be dangerous for the planet because it is going to, if there are too many of them, it's going to burst the planet. The planet will explode. Oh my goodness, that's scary, isn't it? So we have quite a few words like twig. Ke bolte parbe twig mane ki? What is a twig?
Two leaves and a bud.
Huh? Twig. Twig.
Two leaves and a bud.
Is it?
Like
if it is twig.
ডাল গাছের শাখা.
হ্যাঁ, ডাল. twig হচ্ছে
না জুতো পাতা
ডালটা that's right, twig. We learn about the bush. We learn about weeds. Weedsটা কি? Therefore, good seeds of good weeds and the bad seeds of weeds. Weedsটা কি?
উইথস আগাছা
আগাছা ঠিক একদম ঠিক so we learn about twig, we learn about weeds, we learn about bush, we learn about tree. So the fear is if there are too many baobabs, it's not good for a small planet. Let's move on. Okay, after Shayan, I'm going to ask Sushmita. Sushmita, will you be able to read? I'm going to read the first paragraph for you. Indronil, I know Shushmita is there, but I'm
Yes,
going to,
ma'am.
I'm going to read the first paragraph. It's a matter of discipline. It's a matter of discipline. The little prince later told me, when you have finished your morning toilet, you have to do the toilet of the planet carefully. It is necessary to regularly bite the baobabs as soon as they are distinguished from the roses, to which they resemble very much when they are young, when they are very young. It's a very boring job, but very easy. Now, Sushmita, your turn to read.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
জোরে
It's a matter of discipline. The
Good.
little boy
Hmm.
later told me,
Hmm.
when you have finished your morning toilet,
Mhm.
you have to do the toilet of the planet carefully. It is necessary to regularly bite the baobabs as soon as they are distinguished from the roses, to which they resemble very much when they are very young. It's a very boring job, but very easy.
Good reading, Sushmita. That was fantastic. And you have a very difficult word to read, Sushmita. It's called distinguished. Okay, you have to break it up in syllables. They are distinguished from the roses to which they resemble very much. মানে তুমি একবার বলো তো distinguished.
Distinguish.
Good. How old are you, Sushmita? Sushmita, how old are you?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you, Sushmita?
18 plus.
Okay, that's fine. You sound so young, so I was thinking, yeah, that's good. But you have read very well, Sushmita. Did you practice? Did you practice, Sushmita?
My mobile out of network, ma'am. No reading.
No reading. You have to request your teacher to do some scanning for you, and so that you can read. Okay, it's important that we all practice. So good reading, and this paragraph is important because what it is saying that it is necessary to regularly bite the baobabs as soon as they're distinguished from the roses, because they look very much, when they're small, যখন ছোট থাকে, it looks very much like the rose bush. But it is said that the moment you can distinguish that these are not roses, these are baobabs, you must what do you do? What do you do, guys? Who will give me that? Yes?
you must cut that
Yes, you must destroy those shrubs.
destroy okay
Yes, because they're too dangerous. If there are too many, they will destroy the planet. So it is the job of everyone it is like a matter of discipline, the little prince said. When you finished your own toilet, morning toilet, you must have to do the toilet of the planet. So you have to look after the planet. Unless everyone looks after the planet will be destroyed. So this is the deeper meaning of this paragraph. It is not only looking after ourselves, like how we will dress up, what clothes we are wearing, but also we must look after our planet. If we don't, what is going to happen? Guys, if we don't look after our planet, what's going to happen? Our planet will get
The planet will get infected.
Yes, it will get destroyed. Because look, you're complaining about the climate change, about the getting the, the summer is too hot, right? And we are complaining, we are having winter in my part of the world. The winter is too cold. Now, if we don't look after our planet is going to get worse for everyone, and maybe someday it will be not livable anymore. So, see the deeper meaning of what the little prince is saying about his planet. It is applicable to our planet as well. If we don't look after our planet will have the similar fate. Maybe it won't burst, but it will become not livable anymore. আমরা কেউ আর থাকতে পারবো না এই প্ল্যানেটে। Okay, the next paragraph, I'm going to invite Tanisha. If you're here, do you mind reading? And one day he advised me to apply myself to a beautiful drawing in order to bring it into the heads of the children of my house. If they travel one day, he said to me, that could serve them. It is sometimes inconvenient to postpone his work, but if it is a question of the baobabs, it is always a catastrophe. I knew a planet inhabited by a lazy. He had neglected 3 shrubs. Okay. Are you there, Tanisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to read this paragraph, please? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
And one day he advised me to apply myself to a beautiful drawing in order to bring it into the heads of the children of my house. If they travel one day, he said to me, that could serve them. It is sometimes inconvenient to postpone his work.
Tanisha?
Inconvenient.
Good. Inconvenient.
Inconvenient to postpone his work, but if it is a question of the baobabs, it is always a
catastrophe.
I knew a planet inhabited by a lazy. He had
neglected
3
shrubs. So, Tanisha, good reading.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get a chance to read beforehand? Yes, Tanisha? Did you get a chance to practice? Good. Now, what I suggest to everyone when you're reading, if there is a difficult word, and you did read it so well, you handled the difficult word like inconvenient very well. So, I suggest everyone, when you come across a new word or not that, you're not familiar with that, always find out the meaning and always circle the word or write it down somewhere. It is sometimes inconvenient to postpone his work. In this sentence, we have two words. One is inconvenient, one is postpone. Who can tell me the meaning of these two words?
ম্যাম ওটা অসুবিধাজনক।
Inconvenient মানে অসুবিধাজনক, আর postpone?
বিলম্ব করা।
Good. Who was that?
তুই।
Oh, Tuhi. You're a champion, Tuhi. Postponing মানে হচ্ছে বিলম্ব করা. It is sometimes inconvenient to postpone his work, but if it is a question of the baobabs, it is always a catastrophe. Catastrophe মানে কি? Catastrophe?
বিপর্যয় বিপর্যয়
হ্যাঁ, এক্স্যাক্টলি। থ্যাংক ইউ অর্ষিত। বিপর্যয় হয়ে যাবে যদি তুমি পোস্টপোন করো তোমার কাজটা। ইট ইজ গোয়িং টু বি ডেঞ্জারাস, ক্যাটাস্ট্রফিক হয়ে যাবে। আই নিউ আ প্ল্যানেট, আমি জানতাম একটা প্ল্যানেট যেটাতে থাকতো সব লেজি পিপল, ইনহ্যাবিটেড বাই আ লেজি, মানে কোনো একটা লেজি পার্সন থাকতো, অ্যান্ড হি হ্যাড নেগলেক্টেড 3 shrubs. গেস করো কি হবে তখন? If you neglected the 3 shrubs of baobab, what's going to happen? They'll grow like large baobabs. And at one point, it's going to explode the planet. It will destroy your planet.
all destroy.
Exactly. See, on one level, at one level, we have a story here, right? Kintu, if you go a little deeper, then you will know it applies to our planet as well. It's not only talking about the Little Prince planet, but it is talking about our planet. If we don't look after our planet is going to be destroyed. Okay, so we have to be careful. It's not only we look after ourselves, but our Mother Earth, that is precious to us. We have to do little things, we can't expect people to do a lot, but a little things so that we are not lazy. And then we can make our planet a beautiful planet. Okay, next one. Thank you so much for reading so beautifully, Tanisha. Now I'm going to invite Trisha Gayan. Are you here, Trisha? Trisha, are you here, darling? Oppo, you have to change your name, darling. Trisha, where are you? I saw she was going in and out, in and out. Trisha? I can see Tanisha here. Trisha. No, perhaps not. Okay, so Tanisha, Trisha, Tuhi, your turn.
Okay, ma'am.
The last paragraph of this page, please.
Okay, ma'am. And on the instructions of the little prince, I drew this planet. I do not like to take the tone of a moralist, but the danger of the baobabs is so little known, and the risk run by the one wandering in an asteroid are so considerable that for once I am an exception to my reserve. I said, children, pay attention to the baobabs.
Yeah,
It was to warn my friends of the danger that they had been for a long time, like myself, without knowing it, that I had worked so much on this drawing. The lesson I gave was worth it. you may wonder why are there not other drawings in this book as grandiose
grandiose
grandiose as the drawing of the baobabs? The answer is very simple. I tried, but I could not succeed. When I drew the baobabs, I was animated by the feeling of urgency.
Good, excellent reading, Tuhi.
Thank you, ma'am.
What about Mrinmoy? He isn't here.
He is here, ma'am.
Okay, so he's joining from your device?
No, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am, I'm joining from my device.
Oh, you are here. How come? I didn't mark you present, Mrinmoy. Thank you. Okay, so that's fantastic. Thank you, Tuhi. Good reading. Did you get a chance to read before coming?
Yes, ma'am.
You did. Okay, so what is this paragraph saying? I do not like to take the tone of a moralist. Who is a moralist?
নীতিবাচক যাদের বলা হয়,
হ্যাঁ
আমি সেই রকম মানুষদের মতো কথা বলি না, কিন্তু এক্ষেত্রে বলছি যেহেতু বাওবাব ট্রিজ আমাদের প্ল্যানেটকে ধ্বংস করতে পারে, সেই জন্য সে বাচ্চাদের বলেছিল যে এরকম ঝোপঝাড় দেখলে আগে সেটাকে পরিষ্কার করা উচিত।
গুড নীতিবাচক মানে মরালিস্ট মানে যারা মানুষকে জাজ করে, হ্যাঁ, যে মরাল মানে নীতিবাচক কথাবার্তা বলে মানুষকে জাজ করে। আই ডু নট লাইক টু টেক দ্য টোন অফ আ মরালিস্ট। নীতিবাচকের টোনটা আমি নিতে চাই না। বাট দ্য ডেঞ্জার অফ দ্য baobabs is so little known and the risk run by the one wandering in an asteroid are so considerable that for once I am an exception to my reserve. I said, children, pay attention to the baobabs. খুব ভালো explain করেছো তুহি, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
So, yes, good. And the word grandiose. Drawings in this book, look at the baobab trees. What is the meaning of grandiose as the drawing of the baobabs? Grand মানে কি? Guys, what is
grand
the meaning?
মানে তো বড়।
জাকজমক।
হ্যাঁ, grandiose. এই যে গাছটা দেখছো, there are 3 branches, huge, like the branches are like the trees itself. So this is a grand, a very large, like majestic. Kintu, this can be destructive for the planet. So they're asking the children to keep an eye. If they ever see the shrubs of baobabs, they have to act immediately. Otherwise, once they grow up like this, it is impossible to destroy them. So you have to be vigilant from early days. So because they look very much like rose bushes, so people might think, okay, that's a rose bush. But no, they can trick their people. And once they grow big, they can destroy the planet like an asteroid. So the answer is very simple. I tried, but I could not succeed. When I drew the baobabs, I was animated by the feeling of urgency. তো যদিও এটা একটা বিশাল ট্রিটা, কিন্তু he always had the fear within him that what it could lead to, okay, the destruction. So the urgency was there in his heart while he was drawing this picture. Okay, so I can see Saharul is here. Saharul, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm here, yes.
Thank you, Saharul. Do you mind reading this page, please, from the
Yeah,
top? Okay, chapter
yeah, of
6.
course.
Thank you.
Sure, sure. Ah, little princess, I have understand little by little your little melancholy life. You had only for a long distraction the sweetness of the sunset. I learned this new detail on the fourth day in the morning when you said to me, I like the sunset. Let's see a sunset. But you have to wait. Wait for what? Wait until the sun goes down. You look very surprised at first, and then you laugh at yourself. And you said to me, I always feel at home. Indeed, when it is noon in the United States, the sun, as everyone knows, lies on France. It would be enough to be able to go to France in 1 minute to watch the sunset. Unfortunately, France is far too far away, but on your little planet, it was enough for you. Pull your chair a few steps, and you are watching twilight whenever you
Twilight?
wish.
You were watching
Twilight may not
Twilight
be.
whenever you wished. Good reading. Very good reading, Saharul. Saharul, do you know the meaning of the first line? If you look at this page on the top, the first sentence where it says, your little melancholy life. What is the meaning of the word melancholy? Do you know the meaning?
Actually, I didn't know.
Hmm?
No, ma'am, I don't know.
You don't
I
know.
don't know, ma'am.
That's okay. That's all right. There are many words even I don't know. That's okay. It says, হ্যাঁ বলো?
বিষণ্ণ
বিষণ্ণ. Good. And who is this Oppo?
Is it
পিয়াসী
sorrow or something?
Yes, yes. Oppo, who is Oppo?
ওপোটা কি?
পিয়াসী
Is
ম্যাম
it
Piyashi. Acha, Piyashi. Okay. Piyashi, we missed you in our last class. So lovely to have you, Piyashi. Okay, you're correct. Melancholy হচ্ছে বিষণ্ণতা. Melancholy হচ্ছে দুঃখ. Melancholy,
পেন্সিভ
pensive.
পেন্সিভ
Pardon?
পেন্সিভ পেন্সিভ
Pensive. That's correct. Pensive. So, little prince, I have understood little by little your little melancholy life. So it seems that little prince's life was not all about joy. He had a bit sad life. You had only for a long distraction the sweetness of the sunsets. তো ওর খুব ভাল লাগতো sunsets দেখতে. I learned this new detail on the fourth day in the morning when you said to me, I like the sunsets. Let's see a sunset. Okay, now do you know why the author is talking about France? Because the author comes from France, তাই তো? আমাদের এই লিটল প্রিন্স যে লেখক
yes?
যিনি ইনি কিন্তু ফ্রান্স থেকে and then he is
No, I
making a
missed it.
comparison. Yes, Aharu, he is making a comparison when it is noon in the United States, like now when it is noon in India, we are having
Oh,
sunset here in Australia. Okay, so it says it would be enough to be able to go to France in 1 minute to watch the sunset. Unfortunately, France is far too far away. But on your little planet, যেখান থেকে little prince এসছে, on that little planet, it was enough for you to pull your chair a few steps and you were watching twilight whenever you wished. তো এতই ছোট planet, any time he could watch the sunset. And only the sunsets made him happy. তো twilight মানে কি?
গোধূলি
Godhuli. Oh, what a beautiful word. Piyashi, you are so, did you read it? Piyashi?
No, today my phone is hang.
Everyone's phone is down. Come on, excuses. I gave you this reading material middle of the week and you're saying it's not. একটু পড়লে আরো কত তুমি contribute করতে পারবে পিয়াসি, because you're
No,
such a
I tell you today, this time I did not.
you didn't read this time, but always you do. Always do it, because this is such a beautiful story, Piyashi, and you are a very deep thinker. I can see that. And the way you contribute in class, which is really amazing. And I would appreciate if you do the reading in advance so that you can contribute even more in class. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's see who is here. Mrinmoy. Mrinmoy, would you like to read? Mrinmoy, are you here? You're muted.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
One day I saw the sun go down fourthly 4 times, and a little later you added, you know, when you are so sad, you like the sunset. So the day of the 44 times you were so sad, but the little prince did not answer.
So, Mrinmoy, good reading, but I just would like to bring your attention to the question mark at the end of the second last sentence. Okay? So the day of the 44 times you were so sad. So you see, it finishes with a question mark. So it is a question. So can you please read the sentence so it sounds like a question? Do you mind reading one more time, Minmoy?
So the day of the 44 times you were so sad.
Good, well done. That's fantastic. You see, when there is a question mark, you have to read it like a question. When there is an exclamation mark, like the first sentence got ending with an exclamation mark, and so it will be like a surprise. One day I saw the sun go down 44 times. So there is exclamation. Okay, you're surprised that in the planet where little prince lived, he could see the twilight, Godhuli, as Piyashi said, Godhuli. How many times? 44 times. Can you imagine? We only see it once in a day. And a little later, the prince added, when you're so sad, you like the sunsets. So when you're in melancholy, as we read in a previous page, that when you're sad, you just look at the sunset. That lifts you up. Okay? So the day of the 44 times you were so sad? So it's a question. But the little prince did not answer. So that was the chapter 5 and 6. Now let's see who can answer the questions. Okay. Now,
Why did the little prince?
Piyashi, your turn to read the first question. Okay? Go ahead. Are you there, Piyashi?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Why did little prince say he once watched the sunset 44 times in one day? He was studying astronomy. He was celebrating a holiday. He was very sad. He was trying to stay awake. Answer, he was very sad.
He was very sad. That's correct, Piyashi. He was very sad. So he saw the sunset 44 times in one day. Great. Thank you. Next question. I'm going to invite Ashmita Mazumdar to read the... Is there anyone whom I missed reading? No. I'm thinking I have not missed anyone. Okay. Oshit, did you read? You did read, right?
Yes, Didi.
Okay. I'll go again to Ashmita. Ashmita, would you like to read the question too, please?
Okay, ma'am. Why could the little prince watch many sunsets whenever he wished? A. He had a telescope. B হচ্ছে his planet was very small, so he only needed to move his chair a few steps. C. He controlled the movement of the sun. D. He traveled between planets.
So which one
এখানে
will be?
হবে B.
Can you read
His
it, please?
planet was
Yeah.
his planet was very small, so he only needed to move his chair a few steps.
Good. Well done. Thank you, Ashmita. Okay, next I would like to invite not Ashmita, sorry, Debjani, right? No, Ashmita পড়লে তো.
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম আমি অস্মিতা।
Okay, thank you, Ashmita. Debjani, your turn to read the next one, please.
Multiple choice question. What did the narrator learn about the little princess from his love of sunset? A. He wanted to become a scientist. B. He enjoyed traveling. C. He lived a melancholy and lonely life. D. He disliked his planet.
Which one is the correct answer? Debjani?
Ma'am, C. He lived a melancholy and a lonely life.
But do you people agree? Is she correct?
No. Yes, ma'am.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Debjani. Next I'm going to invite Ayush. Ayush, you're sitting quietly. And it's your turn to read, Ayush.
According to the Little Prince, what is a matter of discipline? Number A, option A, reading books every day. Number B, watching sunsets regularly. C, cleaning and caring for one's planet. Option D, trading sheep.
Which one is the correct answer, Ayush?
C.
Can you read it one more time, please?
Cleaning and caring for one's planet.
Well done, Ayush. Thank you. And you know, I really like how you say option A, option B, option C, option D. Good, good. I really see that you're a very confident reader. Ayush, did you get a chance to read it? Read the story, the 2 chapters at home?
Yes.
Good. And I'm just wondering, are you having difficulties completing the exit form? You used to do it before. All of a sudden, I didn't see it last week. Is there any difficulties you're experiencing while filling out the exit form? If you have any problem, let me know, okay? I will help you, Ayush. Thank you, Ayush. That was good reading. Next, I'm going to invite Debjani has read. Mrinmoy, your turn.
Why must baobab seeds be removed as soon as they are recognized?
Seedlings. Mrinmoy, it is seedlings. Can you read it one more time, please? Thank you, Mrinmoy.
Why must baobab seedlings be removed as soon as they are recognized? A. They attract dangerous animals. B. They consume all the water. C. They can take over and destroy a small planet. D. They poison roses. Correct answer is C. Option
Good.
C. They can take over and destroy small planet.
Excellent. And thank you, Miranmoy. And
Thank
the
you, ma'am.
and you can do the practice. You can practice reading when you are given the chapters, but when you have to read the multiple choice question, you don't have any preparation. You are, you know, you have to read unfamiliar words. Like here, the option B has they consume all the water. So the baobab tree drinks all the water of the planet. So see, this is a new word. You wouldn't have practiced that. And seedlings, okay, that is also probably new. I don't know. I don't remember reading it, but that's okay. You managed it very well, Mrinmoy. You read it very confidently. Now, the next question, I'm going to ask Piyashi to read this question, please. I know you're having it twice because you didn't have a go at reading. Piyashi, over to you.
What did the little prince compare young baobabs to? Oak trees, rose bushes, cactus
Plants.
cactus
Cactus.
plants, sunflower.
What's the correct answer?
Bushes.
Rose bushes. That's correct. Well done, Piyashi. That was the correct answer. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to invite Saharul. Saharul, your turn to read question 7, please.
Yes, ma'am. Question. Why did the narrator draw the picture of the baobabs? Option A, to win an art contest. Option B, to record the Little Princess planet. Option C, to warn children about the danger of neglecting important problem. Option D, to teach botany. Ma'am, option C,
C. Can you read
to
it one
warn
more time?
children about the yeah, to warn children about the danger of neglecting important problem.
See, thank you, Saharul. Here, it is again a deeper idea the author is dealing with. It is one level we know the danger for the environment, for the planet, but it is also talking about neglecting important issues in your own life. Okay, so you will be addressing any important issue immediately. You shouldn't. We talked about something earlier in the lessons about procrastination. Remember, if you neglect it, it's going to become a bigger problem. Say, if you procrastinate and say, okay, I'm going to do my exit form tomorrow, and then eventually you will forget about it. And then, end of the course, Paramita won't be able to give you a certificate. She'll be very sad if you don't complete the forms, and then others are getting the certificates. But if I can't give it to you because you were procrastinating and you delayed, you neglected, and then it got a bigger problem for you, for me. Okay, so here on the surface level, it is talking about something, but in a deeper level, it is talking about other issues as well. So thank you very much, Sharul. That was good reading, and the answer was correct. Question 8, I would like Sahintaj to read the question 8, please. Sahintaj, over to you.
He, why was the little prince happy to learn that sheep eat sharks? Option A, he wanted to feed his sheep more easily. Option B, he hoped sheep would also eat baobab seedlings. Option C, he planned to start a farm. Option D, he disliked flowers.
So which one is the correct answer?
Ma'am, the correct answer is option B. He hoped sheep would also eat baobab seedlings.
Well done. Thank you, Sahindaj. That was fantastic. You got it right.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Okay, next question is for Shomrat. Shomrat, you're the lucky one to
Yes,
read
ma'am.
question 9. Thank you, Shomrat. Over to you.
What does the narrator saw would happen if baobabs were allowed to grow on a small planet?
Planet.
Yes,
Small planet.
planet.
Okay, I'll read it once, Shomrat. I want you to repeat, okay? What does the narrator say would happen if baobabs were allowed to grow on a small planet? Go ahead.
What does the narrator
Not do's,
saw would
does. Shomrat does. What does the
does?
narrator? Hmm.
What does the narrator saw would happen if baobabs were allowed to grow on a small planet?
Good.
Yeah, they would provide provide
Provide
uh, provides
shed.
uh,
Shed.
said
Hmm.
said
Hmm.
they would provide said
Hmm.
B they would make the planet beautiful.
Good. Excellent.
C,
Hmm.
their roots would
Feel
flee and fill and blast the planet.
burst. Burst the
D
planet. Hmm.
blast the planet.
Hmm.
D they would produce products
Produce.
food
Produce food.
produce food.
Hmm. So which one is the correct
Answer
answer?
C. Their roads would flee and
Burst. Burst.
pass and burst the planet.
Good. Well done. Thank you. That was excellent.
Thank
C
you,
is the
ma'am.
correct answer, Shomrat. You did it well. Okay, next question. Shayon, will you be able to read it? Shayon?
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay,
Sorry, actually, my
okay,
teacher is very slow, ma'am.
okay, that's fine. If you want to pass, that's okay. Shushmita. Shushmita,
Yes, ma'am.
would you like to read Shushmita this one, please?
How did the little prince respond to the narrator's remark that even a herd of elephants could not overcome a baobab tree? Option
Good.
C, ma'am.
Read all the options, please. I would like you to
Uh,
read. A.
Answer C, he loved. Oh, अच्छा,
No,
अच्छा.
top. He became frightened.
अच्छा, option A, he become frightened.
Good.
Option B, he
Disagreed. Disagreed.
disagree angrily.
Good.
Option C, he laughed and imagined stacking elephants
Stacking
stacking
elephants.
stacking elephants on top of one another. Option D, he changed the subject. Option
Good.
C, ma'am.
Good. Well done, Shushmita. That's correct answer. He laughed and imagined stacking elephants on top of one another. Remember the what was that? This picture. The stacking of elephants. Stack kora mane ki? E dekho stack korche. One on top of each other. That's like stacking. Okay? So he laughed at the idea of stacking elephants, which is something was unthinkable. Okay, that was the last question. Now, the baobabs can be understood as a metaphor for things like bad habits, If you leave it for a long time, what I was talking about procrastination, do you remember the word we learned on the first lesson or second lesson? I can't remember, but it was procrastination. Who remembers the word? Procrastination. Does anyone remember? No? Come on, guys.
Delaying.
Ma'am, D.
Procrastination maneta ki?
Delaying. Delay. Delay
Delay
kora.
করছে আচ্ছা
দেরি করা।
delaying something. Procrastination.
অ্যাকচুয়ালি ম্যাম কোনো কাজটা আমি করবো বলে করছি না, ফেলে রাখছি।
একদম ঠিক কথা। কে বললো এটা?
সায়ন ম্যাম।
Shayon. Oh, thank you, Shayon. So the spelling, who can tell me?
P-R-A-S.
Good.
Procrastination.
T-I-O-N.
T-I-O-N. তোমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছ স্ক্রিনে আমি লিখেছি? Can you see it?
Yes.
You can see it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so one of the bad habits we talked about, I know some of you were not here with us at the beginning of the course, like Shaharul wasn't here. I'm sure some of you were not here. So we talked about procrastination. That is a bad habit, okay? We sometimes delay things like I'll do it tomorrow and tomorrow never comes. So but just like baobabs, it's a metaphor. Baobab is a metaphor for things like procrastination, things like negative thoughts. Okay, I'm not good at it. No, everyone, if you try hard, you will be best at it. So no negative thoughts. And like if you keep thinking negatively today, it will become bigger and bigger in the future. So never ever have negative thoughts in your mind. Always say to you, you're brilliant. You know, that's the difference between, I have noticed, like I grew up in India, right? I grew up in India where our parents always say, no, you have to do better, you're not good. And in the other countries, when I traveled, I see the parents say, oh, you're fantastic, come on, go and give it. That's how you develop the confidence in the child. Always think positive, that you are brilliant and tomorrow you will be even better. Okay, so that is what we have to think about. The baobab story. Baobab is a metaphor, and you will say to yourself, I will not have any negative thoughts in my mind. I am brilliant as I am today, but I will be even better tomorrow. So also, it talks about the problems that are easier to solve when they're small. Okay, maybe at home, your bedroom, it's a bit untidy. If you do the cleaning a little bit every day, then it's not going to be a big issue in the future. It will be tidy. But if you leave it, okay, I'm going to clean it tomorrow, and then it is going to build and build and build, and then it is going to be a major problem. Now, so people, I would like you to give me some examples. I have given you some examples. Now it's an open forum. I want you to come up with some ideas. Any bad habit? Like procrastination. This is a word I would like, it will come back again and again. Any other bad habit? We often have it.
Is it own habit or others or
Others,
society
of
habit?
course, anyone can have procrastination. Guys, just trust me, it's not only someone else. Even I procrastinate sometime. I have to write a research paper, and every day I'm saying I'll do it tomorrow. I'm also writing a book at the moment, and I have written 4,000 words, and every day I should write at least 2,000 words, and I'm saying it, okay, tomorrow. So this is procrastination. Every single person does it. It's not that, yeah, go ahead.
Overthinking.
Overthinking. Yes, Tuhi, that's a good
This is
point.
my problem, ma'am.
Yes, if you overthink, you will, again, you will be nervous. So don't ever overthink. You jump and do it. Good example, Tuhi. Anyone else?
This happen every day to me.
Pardon?
Because
Louder?
whenever well, it's happened every day to me because
Hmm.
whenever I come back home, no,
Hmm.
night almost 10:30 or 9:30, and
Hmm.
that time I will used to tired,
You
and
feel
that time
tired.
I just thought, yeah, I feel tired, and I
Hmm.
thought I just because I am staying alone here, Bangalore, so I cooked my own food. But
Hmm.
after coming home, then I
Hmm.
am getting tired, and that time I just thinking, I just order and I want to some food from delivery like Zomato, Swiggy. I
Hmm.
didn't want to cook. It's
Hmm. Hmm.
like procrastination. For me, it's
Saharul,
happen every day, ma'am. Yeah,
yeah,
ma'am.
Saharul, it's a very important issue you just mentioned, because this is not only you, Saharul. Everyone does it. I do it. All the people in this on this platform today, at certain time, will do it. You know, you're so tired, you're so exhausted that you say, "Okay, I'm not going to cook. I'll just order something." It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
So you have to come up with some strategies, or maybe in the weekend, I don't know, if you can do some cooking and store, so that every day when you come from work, you will just take out a small box of food, and then you will have rice and dal or something you have cooked over the weekend. So what it is saying, Saharul, that we all do these things sometimes. So if you're smart, you will have strategies in place, like what the author is saying. When the baobabs are little shrubs, if you address it, it is not going to destroy the planet, his planet. So when the habits, the bad habits, like you will be ordering food, because outside food never is, it's no matter where you are living, which city, which country, the this is business for them. They will try to save money and will give us inferior food. Okay, so that is never good for your health. Even if you cooking the homemade rice and dal, you know what is in there. Okay, good oil,
Yeah.
good see, the dal, or good quality of ingredients you have used to prepare your meal. But when you're ordering to the shop, a restaurant, to bring your food, it is never going to be a good quality thing for your health. So if come up with ideas and strategies, if you prepare your meal in advance and put it in the small boxes in your fridge, every day when you come home, okay, I'm so excited, there's food, there's something special in the fridge for me. Okay, so this is one strategy, so think about it. Anyone else with any other ideas?
Oh,
No? Okay, that's all right. We will move on. Now, we also learnt about metaphor, right? What is a metaphor? I'm going to ask Shayun to read this metaphor. What is a metaphor, Shayun?
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Yes. A metaphor. What is a metaphor? A metaphor is a figure of speech
Mm-hmm.
that describes all things as if it were another things to help express an idea or create a vivid picture.
Vivid picture. That's right. So this baobab tree is a metaphor. Okay. Now, it is making us think. It is actually, there is no such thing as baobab tree, but the author, with his creativity, he is trying to make us think deeply about other things. See, Shahrul talked about he feels tired end of the day, he doesn't feel like cooking. And then someone else talked about, another overthinking. I talked about procrastination. See, the metaphor you can use with different things, this metaphor is giving us way to think about other ideas as well. So it helped to express an idea or create a vivid picture. So this baobab is actually a metaphor. And it also talks about small problems,
Okay.
procrastination, harmful habits, negative attitude, negative thoughts. See, this text, the book you're reading, at one level you might say, oh, that's a children's book. But if you think deeply, it deals with many, many serious ideas and issues. So, because it symbolizes many things. Now, last few days we talked about Socratic questions. Is there anyone in class did a little bit research about who Socrates was? Anyone in class?
Socrates is a great philosopher.
Yes, that's right. Was it Saharul who said that?
Indra.
Who said that? Who said Socrates?
Indra, ma'am.
Oh, Indra. Thank you, Indra. Of course, you would know. Socrates was a great philosopher. That's so right. And do you know what happened to Socrates? What happened to Socrates? It's more than 2,500 years, 470 to 399 BCE. He was a Greek philosopher from Athens. Where is Athens, guys? Do you know where Athens is? It's the capital city of a country called
Greece.
Greece. Yes, thank you. So Socrates was a great philosopher, and when I went to Greece a few years ago, I added this picture here. This is where he spent last months of his life. He was imprisoned because his crime was he was corrupting young minds, because that's what the rulers thought, So he was given. Does anyone know how he died? Indro?
Poison.
Yeah, he was given poison. He was asked to drink poison to, kill himself. But he was asked that this is where the prison, he lived his last years, months of his life. So,
Ma'am,
pardon? Who is
can I
that?
ask you something?
Yeah,
Ma'am,
yeah.
Ma'am Sharul.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead,
Ma'am,
Shahrul.
actually, in here you just say he's corrupting young minds. I didn't understand the word. How he corrupting young minds?
Okay. Those days, when it was, I'm talking about 2000 years ago, those
Okay.
days, the rulers, they didn't want people to think independently. And what Socrates did, ask question after question. He didn't preach, he didn't give lecture. That is why we talk about Socratic questions. So, what happens is, when he never had a school where he sat with his students and he gave lecture. No, that's not how he taught. He always walked and he asked people question. And when you ask a question, you will think about it, right? And those days he asked question about gods, you know and the religious people of the country, they didn't like it a bit. So what are you doing? You're questioning, our God, the God we worship. And they didn't like it a bit. So what they did was they were watching him, they asked him, stop it. But he just asked question. He innocently asked question. And so slowly they got angry with him. And he said, with this question, you are corrupting young minds. And you know what is corrupting young minds? Like, you're making them think. But those days, they didn't want people to think. So, corrupting এর বাংলাটা কি হবে? Corrupt করছে, মানুষের প্রভাবিত করছে, ইউথকে
বাচ্চাদের মনগুলোকে বিষিয়ে দিচ্ছিল,
বিষিয়ে দিচ্ছে।
তাদের শেখাচ্ছে চিন্তা করতে, প্রশ্ন করতে।
That's right. তাদের প্রশ্ন
It's like inspire to them.
হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু those religious people, those people during that time, the rulers, they didn't like it a bit because
তারা কুসংস্কারচ্ছন্ন ছিল।
Exactly. ওরা
পুরনো রীতি আঁকড়ে বাঁচতে চাইতো।
আর সক্রেটিস কি করছিল? বলছিল তোমরা ভাবো এটা কি ঠিক, এটা কি ঠিক, এটা যেটা আমরা বলছি এই গডদের যে আমরা ওয়ার্শিপ করছি, গডরা কি করেছে? নানান রকম প্রশ্ন করত, লেকচার দিত
সম্পর্কে জানতে বলছিল।
Exactly. And they didn't like it. Saharul, তুমি কি এবার বুঝতে পেরেছো? Did you understand what is corrupting young minds?
Yes.
Yes. So he was poisoned and he had to drink the poison himself. ও যদি বলতো যে না না, I made a mistake, I'm not going to do it, ও কিন্তু সেটা বলেনি। ও বলেছে that's okay. Everyone cried, people didn't like it. His students were so sad, they were crying, please Socrates, just say that, so that you can escape death. But he said, no, this is, I want my students to think. And happily he had the poison and he died. This is very interesting, So,
like they are biased.
Yes, they were biased. Yeah. And so this is the method. Yes, Shaharul. This is the method we, even today, see, after 2000 years, we still think of Socrates. Socrates কিন্তু কোনোদিনও বই লেখেনি। ও খালি প্রশ্ন করতো and his students thought about the answers. কিন্তু even today, 2500 বছর পরেও, we are thinking of him. We are thinking about Socratic method that was created by Socrates, a philosopher who lived in Athens, Greece, about 2500 years ago. Instead of giving lectures or telling people the answers, what he did was he asked them a series of thoughtful questions. He wanted his students to think for themselves, question their beliefs, spot mistakes in their reasoning, and gain a better understanding of the truth. That's what he did. Amader Socratic questions ki? Our questions are, what might the baobab symbolize in life? Tumra bhabbe. You don't have to answer now. We talked about negative thoughts, negative habits, bad habits. Tomra bhabbe, reflect korbe, what sort of baobabs you have in your life. Once you recognize it, যেমন বললে I overthink, ঠিক আছে, I overthink. How can I avoid it? Okay, I feel tired. Once we know the problem we have, we will come up with strategies to address the problem. Smart people do that. It's not only just thinking about negative, I am not good at this, good at that. Do not ever think like that. You have to come up with strategies, because you are all smart students here and you can address it yourself. You don't need anyone to help you. You can do it yourself. Why does the little prince emphasize discipline in caring for his planet? Now, this is what we come up with discipline as well. If you are disciplined, take a piece of paper and write down what are the baobabs in your life. Now, this is discipline. You identify the metaphor of baobabs in your life, like procrastination or any bad habit, and then you discipline yourself. You come up with strategies how to address that. How can the lesson of baobabs apply to your own lives? This is what is your job. You will come up with that, okay? I'm not going to, I can't come up with the strategies for you. You have to do it yourself. Now, before we finish today's class, I want you to think about what is an infographic. Okay, we did see some infographics in our past lessons. Does anyone remember?
Yes, ma'am.
You remember, don't you? So, who was that? Who said yes, ma'am?
Tuhi.
Tuhi. Okay, Tuhi. So, I'm going to ask you and everyone to that infographic is at one glance you can understand what it is trying to communicate. Now, when we are doing communication, it is not only your ability to speak or write, it is also how you can communicate with visuals. So in an infographic, you can have pictures, you can have drawings, you can have symbols, you can have icons, you can have labels, you can have short pieces of text, chart, arrows, or diagrams. Its purpose is to help people understand information quickly and clearly. Okay, so I would like to invite Trisha. Trisha, are you here? Okay, Ayush. Ayush?
Yes.
Ayush, would you like to read this page, please? This slide?
An infographic in a visual way of present, presenting
Information.
information using a com, com,
Combination.
combination of
Pictures.
pictures of drawings,
Symbols.
symbols
Or
of icons, labels, short pieces of text, charts,
charts.
arrows on diagrams.
Diagrams. Good.
Its purpose is to help people understand information quickly and clearly.
Good. Well done, Ayush. Its purpose, its objective, its purpose is to help people understand information quickly and clearly. Well done. So, that's it for today's lesson. What I would like you to do, I'm going to close this one right now. And if you would like to stay, and I'm going to share with you, first of all, I need to